So, a couple weeks ago, we meet at Starbucks. What happened?
It's crazy. I actually don't know what happened. I mean, it was just like, it was insane. It was like, I walked in there, like, just got done smoking some weed, you know, like, didn't expect anything. Just was coming back to see it because I hadn't seen it in forever.
For what, like 6 years?
Yeah, about that.
What made you come and see me?
Well, I've been talking to you online for a while, and you know, I'd talk to you, and I'd be getting drunk at the same time, and about ready to go out, and I'd be like, should I go out? I don't know, or should I stay and talk to Thad? And then like I'd be like, okay, God, if you want me to stay here, have Thad send me something right now, and it would happen. So I would go out, and had a really bad experience at my house. My roommate kind of got crazy and threw some stuff at me, and I was like, I gotta get out of here for a while. Seattle, you know, Portland area are my getaway spots. So came over here just to get away and looked you up, and so got over and started talking to you. And then I don't know, it was weird. Like I don't know, something happened during that where like I just had to move away from Spokane because God just convicted me there. I mean, like, you saw tears at Starbucks. It was crazy. I don't cry very much at all, and it was like Waterworks Central, and so I mean, it was crazy. It was like God just like grabbed me and threw me across the table or something. It was like, you're gonna stay here.
So what made you feel in that moment that you could be forgiven before we prayed?
I don't know. It was crazy. Like through my past and stuff like that. Like I totally like started not to believe in God at all. Like just started like thinking, is God real? Is God really there? And then when I walked into Starbucks with you, you know, I still had that question in my mind. But then I sat down, started talking to you a little bit, and it was like, I don't know, it was like God smacked me upside the head, and was like, you know where you're supposed to be.
But you had been in church in between, like when you fell away, and then why didn't you make a decision to come back to God then?
Because church was quite scary, actually. I walked in there, and I don't know, it was scary. The people there, it was really intimidating and really just quite scary. I was terrified walking in there. Even though it had been a church that I called my home for a very long time, I still felt so uncomfortable there. It was just insane. I didn't want to be there.
So it took that personal connection almost to get you reconnected to God.
Definitely.
You know, it was the same way with me. I needed a personal connection to get discipled. Mm-hmm. And if Jim Hammond, he was just a children's volunteer at the time, but he saw me and decided, he felt the Lord tell him that he should offer to teach me how to study the Bible. And so it was a while later that through studying the Bible and him teaching me how to read an NIV study Bible that I was called to full-time ministry. And if it weren't for him helping restore me, like not just knowing I was saved or forgiven, but that I was called, it was huge, that personal one-on-one. Mm-hmm. So what was your reaction like when you first came to Northwest Family Church? So we were one-on-one there at Starbucks. We prayed, but mm-hmm. then you came to church. What was that like?
What was it like the first time I came there? It was really, really scary, like horrifying scary. Because I mean, like, I'm not the most like church-looking friendly person, you know. I mean, I've got tattoos all over the place. Before I did have my lip pierced, my ears were stretched out. I guess God didn't want them because he made them hurt real bad. But yeah, it was horrifying. I thought someone was gonna throw stones at me, or like some old person was gonna tackle me or beat me with a cane. You know.
How'd you get through that?
Well, I gave it to God. I trusted God, and everyone's been really nice so far. So I mean, like, you know, it's great. I really like it there, and God's been doing a whole bunch of great stuff in my life, and I'll never let him go this time ever.